Yo, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. Alpha 324 has now gone to Wave 1. As always, a huge thank you to all of my patrons and channel members. Thank you so much for the support, it is truly appreciated. So just a very quick announcement video today. StarCitizen Alpha 324 has finally moved out of the Evocati phase and is now in the Wave 1 backers' hands on the PTU, which means we can now share footage and gameplay and stream it as well. Now while I speak a little bit about this patch, I will play some footage of me just hanging out in my hangar decorating it, which was a lot of fun. It gave me such a sense of happiness, being able to put stuff where I wanted it. But do bear in mind, there are many issues with various aspects of this process, like freight elevators, item search functionality, the physics when you have placed an item. They can all be somewhat worked around, so they don't stop you from playing and doing this, but they can be pretty frustrating, especially when you are trying to place things in the perfect position. It is just not possible at this time. But as you can see, I have a few of the hangar flare items pulled out, like the fish tanks, many old school items as well. I did try setting up some of the tables with flare on and weapons on and these really cool alien knives, but as you can see, due to the physics, it does not look too organized as they jitter about and move. Now, there is a nice selection of chairs and tables that I bought at Kelto, all of which I have on display here. There does appear to be some duplicated items as well, which I'm not sure if that's because I accidentally bought it twice, or if it's just a bug duplicating them. Plus, over here, I am setting up an office, a nice place that I can sit down with org members and friends and people I play with and just speak to them and get prepared for a mission. Now, I also managed to pull out a couple of ships to the side, one being the MPUV Argo and the Medical Pisces, but there is currently a bug that sends all the ground vehicles to the garages, or the garage locations of spaceports, not your personal hangar. And you need to select the ships that you want for your hangar from the main ASOP terminals before you can request them in your hangar for whatever reason. But so long as you do this, you can get your ships in your hangar. So some pretty big bugs, not blockers, as there are workarounds for them, but throughout this wave process, I'm sure they will fix many of these as it then starts progressing through the waves. Now, I have yet to try anything cargo hauling in Wave 1, as I spent a good hour messing around with decorating my hangar, which I am by no means done yet, and have big plans for all the different areas and sections for different reasons. But my friend did say that he flew to Dunborough, which has a small little cargo elevator there. He bought some RMC, physically loaded it into his C1, then flew to New Babbage, and loaded it into the freight elevator and sold it. So it looks like the commodity trading side of things is working fine, plus it's really nice to see places like Dunborough get set up for the hauling stuff with these elevators. Now places like Dunborough, these smaller locations, even outposts, they are only intended for small hauling jobs. You won't be able to buy enough to fill up a C2, but for small pickup and drop off jobs, it should be ideal. Now there's a lot to do in this patch, and now that it's in Wave 1, I will be working on many more videos looking at each individual aspect of the game. Plus I will be streaming it thoroughly this afternoon, trying some of the cargo stuff, trying the cargo missions, commodity trading, checking out the off-grid potential as well, plus decorating my hangar a little more, I'm sure. Now the testing focus for this build is, as it was in the Evocati phase, it's persistent and personal instanced hangars, freight elevators, storage access kiosks, hangar decorations, and cargo hauling missions. We are still awaiting the cargo commodity rebalance and blockade runner dynamic event, but I am so happy to see 324 finally hit Wave 1. It is onwards and upwards from here while we check everything out that it has to offer. The drought is now finally over, and we will have 324 to keep us entertained while we are awaiting the arrival of Alpha 4.0, which is said to be the next patch. For YouTube, I will be probably checking out cargo hauling in the next video, plus continuing to update my hangar over time, see what I can find in the verse. Although, it is likely that with each new PTU patch, the hangar may get reset. Hopefully not, hopefully they can keep it persisting between patches. I know it's reset with the Evocati, but now it's in Wave 1, my fingers are firmly crossed. So I might not spend too much time decorating much further, just in case. Also, be sure to follow me over at twitch.tv/SuperMacBrother. The link is in the description below. As I say, I will be delving deep into Alpha 324 this afternoon. And also subscribe to me here on YouTube so you don't miss out on all of those videos. Also, you only have a few days left now on the TOBII Eye Tracker 5 15% off sale, which ends on August 5th. So now is a great time to buy, especially with 324 coming out, but you do not need to pay full price for it. They always have sales throughout the year, so don't worry if you missed this one. There will be another at some point that I will be sure to let you all know about. Plus, using that link to take you to the sale does provide my channel with a direct kickback, so thank you so much in advance if you choose to do so. But that is it for this video. As I say, just a very quick announcement update. I am over the moon that Wave 1 has now kicked off. I hope that all of you Wave 1 players have a great time in the verse. It is quite difficult to learn the workarounds to start with, but once you know, you can just move through it until they fix the issues. Here's hoping we're not waiting too long for it to move through the rest of the waves. It doesn't usually take too much time. Ivacati is generally the longest duration. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind, it does the channel a big favour, and tick that notification bell if you'd like to be notified when my videos go live. A huge thank you again to my patrons and channel members. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.